For the word of God is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing sunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and a discerner of thoughts and intents of the heart. That is found in Hebrews chapter 4, verse 12. The Bible tells us that the word of God is sharper than any double-edged sword. Why am I bringing out this? Last week and the other week I talked about salvation and transformation. Then I narrated about salvation and then transformation, because I had noticed that there are so many people who confuse the two, who think that once you get salvation, automatically you are saved, which is not the case. And then the Spirit of the Lord again puts something else at my heart, which is information and transformation. We have just read in Hebrews chapter 4, verse 12, that the Word of God is alive and powerful. The gospel of God's love is transforming, because the Bible has told us that this Word of God is sharp. It pierces through the inner being of a person. So therefore, the transforming power is in the Word of God. It is not in anything else. And you come to realize that you have been transformed by seeing how you love, how kind you are, the peace you have, the faith you have, the hope you have, the generosity you have, finding it easy to forgive. That is when you begin seeing that transformation is taking place in your life, or you are living a life which is continually transforming. And this brings me to my topic today, which is information and transformation. Why information? Information are facts provided about something, or facts are provided about someone. I have come to notice that there are preachers, or there are men of God, or there are children of God who have acquired knowledge, who have acquired information, who have gained a lot of information. And this information, they use it. It is good to acquire information, and it is good to put in practice what you have acquired, or the information that you have acquired. But this regards to the Word of God. There are children of God who have read, who have gotten the scriptures, who have gotten the stories in the Bible, who have gotten the verses in the Bible. When someone is speaking and is quoting the scriptures, is telling the stories in the Bible, sometimes when I'm listening, I'm marveled. I'm like, wow, this person has read the Bible. I'm like, oh, this is beautiful. But then there's something that got me thinking, and it struck me hard. I came to understand that some people, or some children of God, the information of the Bible they have acquired, it has transformed them. In the process, they have come to understand what they speak about. They've started to speak from their innermost being. They have understood what they are speaking about, and then it has transformed them. But others seem to have not changed. Transformation is evolving. Transformation is changing. Is seeing your life in a different form. Is seeing yourself in a different form. By different form, I don't mean your height has to change, your size has to change. I mean your change of attitude towards things, your change of speech, your change of how you handle things around you, your change of loving people, how you analyze things, how you take some time to judge, the peace you have, the peace you want to see other people have. That is the transformation. It's like you change yourself. You change by the Word of God. You read it and it changes you. But I have come to notice that there are people who articulate, speak exact verses, speak the right stories in the Bible, talk about the Word of God, but they have not changed. In other words, these people have acquired a lot of information, They're acquiring information and they are using this information to pass it out. They have acquired this information and they are using this information to teach out to other people. But then it has remained a challenge, because does our learning and acquiring of knowledge only serves to inform us or to inform other people? No, our learning and acquiring of the knowledge of the Word of God, it does transform us, so that when we are transformed, when we are different people, we can help others. That is what Romans chapter 12 verse 2 talks about, that when we allow God to transform us, the worldly things are not conformed. We are not conformed by the worldly things. So definitely, by acquiring the knowledge of the Word, it is supposed to help you, to transform you by you renewing of your mind. And renewing of your mind transforms you and also it transforms me. But when you take up information, you just speak about the Word, you just mention the scriptures, but they are not working on your inside. You're not helping the people around you. When you transform, the people around you need to see somebody and say, this person used to be, now is this. The people should be able to tell the difference of who you used to be and who you are now. It doesn't have to be physical or gaining weight or having a higher height, no. But how you handle things, your attitudes. Transformation in the Greek, it is the same word as transfiguration, where some of the disciples of Jesus Christ saw him transfigure in Matthew chapter 17. So we need to transform, we need to transfigure in the way we look at things, in the way we look at other people, in the way we walk, as in our walk of salvation. So I was asking myself and wondering, why are there many people with Bible knowledge but not transformed? It is because people have not yet allowed the Word of God, which is alive and powerful, to pierce inside, to get in their innermost being, and then they let God to start transforming them. There are so many people out there. I am not saying that I am perfect. I'm also trying to work on myself. But I have noticed it is, people enjoy going in front of people or discussing with people, and they get to show how they know so many scriptures, the stories in the Bible. They have the history, they have the analogies. I tell you, the places, they have gotten all the names in the Bible correct. But is the Bible or the Word of God making an impact in yourself and the people around you? I think that should be our purpose, that we are transformed first and understand having good knowledge is good. I understand having good knowledge is good, but are we being transformed by the Word? Are we being transformed with that which we talk about or which we read? Are we loving more? Is there a difference on how we used to love and how we are loving now? Are we more generous compared to how we used to be? Are we more kind? Are we different? Are we giving more? Are we forgiving more? Are our marriages better? Are our business transactions better and clear? Are there no hidden deals for us to acquire things? Are we compromising, or we are making our things straight and better? Are we filled with peace? Are we filled with joy? Are we the people who solve problems? Do we have faith? Do we have hope? How are we raising our children? What are our children watching? What is influencing our children? Is it what they watch on TV? Is it what you talk to them about the Word of God? So that's what brings out our transformation. Not just to be informed and get more knowledge. Knowledge is good, yes. Paul advises us to study. So knowledge is good. But what you study, put it in your heart. Let it come out. Let the people around you benefit from that side. What you need to know is that the grace of God is transforming power and provides everything, brethren. But information is just information for talking. My brothers and sisters, it's not a doctrine to be understood, but transformation, or you being transformed, is a life to be lived, because you touch more community, you touch more lives once you are transformed. We can know all the mysteries of the Bible, we can know all the verses of the Bible, we can know everything in the Bible, the full stop, the comma, the stories, those hard words in the Bible. You can know all those, but when you are not transformed, especially in love, that Paul talks about in 1 Corinthians chapter 13 verse 1 to 3, says you can know all those mysteries, you can all know all those things, but when you're not transformed in love, it's all nothing. Let us not labor into knowledge and information, and it's all nothing. It's not transforming us. So are you being transformed by the word, or are you being informed just by the word? Shalom, brethren.